Good morning, friends and family. Rise and shine. Welcome to Saturday morning. I hosted a prayer meeting last night. I usually do every other Friday, and the topic of the evening was, why are so many Christians discouraged? Why are so many people disillusioned and disheartened? And just feeling the absence of joy and success in their life. And I have to believe that it's mostly due. It's not because of the Lord. It's not because he hasn't blessed us. It's not because he stopped caring. It's not because he's distant from us. It's not any of those things. So I think that the number one reason is it has to do with us, right? It doesn't have to do with him. It definitely has to do with us. Now, some may say that it has to do with their circumstances or so on or so forth, but the reality is that it is mostly about us and our tendency to focus on that which we do not have. And so, when Adam and Eve were in the garden, and the Lord said, "You may eat freely of every tree except the one in the middle." When the devil came back and talked to Eve, he said, "Did God really say you could eat of any tree when you can't eat of this tree?" And so he stripped out every and freely and replaced it basically with only this one. And so, Adam and Eve had to walk past dozens of trees that they could eat from that were full of fruit, and to get to the one that they couldn't eat from. There was just one in the midst of a giant garden slam full of other trees that they could eat from. But the devil managed to get them to focus on the one that they couldn't. And so what that is that is a spirit of lack, like focusing on what you don't have versus focusing on what you do have. In the mornings when you get up and you wake up, you can look, but you can't make yourself see. It's just a gift right out of the gate to be able to see. There are some people in this world that wake up in the morning and cannot see. And so the fact that you can is a blessing. You stand up out of bed and you don't, you know how to stand up, but you don't know how to make your legs work. You can hear your heart beating, but you don't know how to make it beat. Most of us have the ability to take a few steps and get a cup of water. We have plenty to eat. Like, we have so many things. We're blessed dozens of times before we hit the front door in the morning. Dozens of times. And what most people are focused on from the time they wake up till the time they hit the door is all the crap that they've got to do in that day. Like, that's our main focus. What is it that I've got to get done today? And there's anxiety mixed with that, right? And so what happens is we get gobbled up by that. We get gobbled up by that. We don't even set aside time for ourselves to wake up in the morning and to get our minds right. And so I just want to encourage you this Saturday that, if it's something that you haven't been doing, then maybe this week, maybe tomorrow, you can open your eyes in the morning and just lay there in bed for a little bit, for a few minutes, and be thankful for all that you have. Be mindful of how you're setting yourself up for the day. Don't let the distractions crowd in. And for the love of Pete, do not grab your phone immediately when you wake up and start looking at it. That is a 100% surefire way to get distracted right out of the gate. Do not look at your phone when you wake up in the morning. Give yourself 10 or 15 minutes. That stuff that you're looking at is going to be there in 10 or 15 minutes. So I hope that this blesses you. I hope that it encourages you. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Bless you.